It's an unfortunate remark and that he thought would be a funny joke that went wrong.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most notable examples of talk show hosts who pushed a joke too far, caused a scandal, and or did something considered offensive. Number 10, Jimmy Kimmel and Rihanna share a Twizzler. Jimmy Kimmel Live. With the pop star Rihanna as his guest, Jimmy Kimmel makes a bold move to share a moment with her. He encourages her to try a challenge in order to promote autism awareness. Reenacting Lady and the Tramp with a Twizzler, the two both take an end and make their way to the centre. It's an awkward scene that puts both Rihanna and the host up close and personal. They both laugh it off, but the segment still leaves you with an uneasy feeling. Number 9, Megyn Kelly brings up plastic surgery with Jane Fonda. Megyn Kelly Today. With legends Jane Fonda and Robert Redford as guests, Megyn Kelly had a great lineup for her show. The segment takes a wrong turn though when the host decides to bring up Jane Fonda's thoughts on aging and plastic surgery. Fonda looks taken aback, trying her best to maintain her composure.
We really want to talk about that now?
It's up to each viewer to determine just how angry she really is in the moment. The presenter doesn't seem to realise the shock the question generates, or that it might have struck a nerve. Number 8, Jimmy Fallon ruffles Trump's hair. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. When Donald Trump appeared on The Tonight Show, Jimmy Fallon chose to keep things light. But the host went too far when he decided to mess with the then candidate's hair. It all happened less than a month away from the presidential election. In light of Trump's controversial candidacy and presidency, the interview took on another context altogether. The comedian's attempt to turn a politician into a comic character felt like a misstep, regardless of your personal beliefs. Number 7, Letterman interviews Paris Hilton. Late Show with David Letterman. It wasn't uncommon for this host to talk his way into uncomfortable subjects. Unafraid to bring up controversies, David Letterman asks Paris Hilton about her time in jail.
How'd you like being in jail?
She tries to answer the host while also looking a little annoyed. Hilton might be a divisive figure, but it's hard not to feel for her as she discusses her legal troubles.
Obviously, it was a very traumatic experience.
God, was it? You know, I think...
did it.
Number 6, Ellen talks babies with Mariah. The Ellen DeGeneres Show. In 2008, Mariah Carey joined The Ellen DeGeneres Show to chat about her life and career. The conversation soon turns to the topic of her potential pregnancy. The singer plays it coy, but the host pushes the guest for an answer. This includes toying with Carey by offering her champagne.
I can't believe you did this to me, Ellen.
What? No,
Are you trying
I'm
to
not
just...
going to ask you if you're pregnant
This
or not.
is
I'm just
peer
gonna
pressure.
Say.
It all leads up to the comedian wanting to make the big announcement, not stopping to think about her guest's state of mind. Number 5, Letterman talks to Lindsay Lohan about rehab. Late Show with David Letterman. Working through her own personal demons, Lindsay Lohan still chose to go on David Letterman's show. The comedian doesn't waste much time in bringing up the actress's past. Pressing her about rehab, Letterman wants to know the details that aren't as easy to talk about. Lohan tries to play along even though she appears to be less than enthused. With continued questions about substance use, the guest endures a storm of jokes at her expense.
You have to be in rehab May 2nd. Are you going to be there? You'll be there, right?
Number 4, Oprah gets personal with Nathan Lane. The Oprah Winfrey Show. To promote their film The Birdcage, Nathan Lane and Robin Williams appeared on The Oprah Winfrey Show. The host questioned Lane about his role and his sexuality. It was a rather forward way of discussing the subject, especially considering that it was a difficult cultural landscape in the 90s. Before the actor could answer, his co-star popped in to divert attention away.
Oh, you changed just in the middle of that sentence. I don't know, I'm telling you.
It was definitely too forward to ask about the guest's sexual orientation. Number 3, Jay Leno gets too close to Judith Light. The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. When Judith Light arrived on The Tonight Show, she demonstrated how a particular outfit could be taken off for filming purposes. This segment included an eager Jay Leno wrapping his arms around the actress. Despite her uneasiness, the host stayed in close proximity and made a few jokes at her expense. It's definitely awkward, and more than a little gross to watch Leno manhandle her.
Now just
I tie your arms with these?
No, you don't tie your
Number 2, Kelly Osbourne on Trump, The View. While a guest host on the popular ABC show The View, Kelly Osbourne chose to speak out against Donald Trump. Her choice of words weren't exactly the best. In response to the politician's immigration stance, the presenter chose to make a controversial statement about Latinos.
If you kick every Latino out of this country, then who is going to be cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump?
The reaction from her co-host says it all. Number 1, Bill Maher uses a racial slur, Real Time with Bill Maher. No stranger to controversy, Bill Maher finds himself in hot water on a semi-frequent basis. This includes when he chose to use a racial slur on Real Time. Maher was interviewing Senator Ben Sasse at the time, using the insensitive phrase in response to the Nebraska politician's mention of working in the fields. The media backlash followed soon, with the comedian offering up an apology.
The word was offensive, and I regret saying it, and I'm very sorry.